Okay, there it goes. No, I wasn't muted. It just wasn't functioning. Oh. And now it looks like my cam is for... Oh. My cam went out. The fuck? What's going on? Help! On Earth? The fuck? Huh. Well, are you dead? I didn't choose this. Okay, that just deactivate and reactivate. That fixed it. Also, I'm gonna move it slightly over there. Okay, that was weird. Huh. Okay, well, some small tech issues. Thank goodness, at the very least, we got them sorted out very early on. It doesn't look like there's any other issues. Hey, Jester. How's it going? What are you up to today? More work on your cosplay? If you got an issue, I'll give you a tissue. If you... If you drown in acid, that really sucks, man. Okay, so I was doing a bunch of kingdom management last night. The Baron granted the advisor an audience to discuss the matter at hand. Yay. The Baron granted an advisor, yes. And now we have an economy over 100 power. 100 power. See, I would love it if I could go along the South Rosslyn Road to Varnhold, because as it... I don't know. Either way. Improving economic status. Everything that I touch is mine. I don't believe that. Damn, this is absolutely worthwhile. This is worth investing in. Because that's just minus 15% on a fuckload of things. Customs provides +2 bonus to solving any problem with Treasurer. Support the Treasurer's endeavors. Support the Magister's endeavors. Build a town. Support the High Priest. Laying the foundation. Yep. Border training camps. I'd much rather take these ones that give a +2 to resolving a problem, I think. Because yeah, probably. Because the ones that save me mun-muns, or that save me build points, are also really good. Trying to start over on the shape. Oof. Trying not to think about it. I gotcha. Going a CMD line program that encrypts files and decrypts them. And it will be so unique that you need specifically your program to encrypt and decrypt. And you'll only sell it on the dark web, so nobody will be, so no law enforcement can get your files because they'll be like, what are they using? At least until it becomes mass market spread and starts being sold on the normal web. Border training camps more like... No, we actually train our people here, Captain. They're not just being put there to contract COVID. Okay, hold on. Customs. Customs. She's got a plus 13. Mir's got a plus 15. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and, Customs. Oh, you're... actually, she's busy. Never mind. Well, let's just, fuck it. Let's just buy 100. Go ahead and get her on that. I just don't trust password managers, lol. I need to store my Bitcoin wallet seed away. Cool. I never really understood password managers. Because most sites is basically just like, you put in the name of like the website, and then it's just like, here's a randomly generated password. And you know, whenever you want to log on to that, you just come here and you go, ah yes, that's my password for this site. I just write them down like on a slip of paper. Also, how am I doing? Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm a bit tired. But, that's because of, napping all day. Napping all day after school, yes. Well, sure. I'll go ahead and put him on this. Oh, we would just need, like, 60. There we go. He's doing that, which will save us some build points in the long run, because we haven't built a lot in most of our, towns and whatnot. Hold on, who the fuck? Erlene. Then anyone can get into your stuff? How do you mean? Like it gets auto, like, just anyone? Like, anyone that's, like, not even on your computer? I guess if they, hack into your computer, yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, no, there were no frame drops. They just go to the site and it's autofilled? Yeah, but it's autofilled on your computer, right? That's where manager use them. I'm gonna take off this jacket, it's hot. Is the browser autofilling it? But it has... But... Okay, so yeah, it's the browser autofilling it, but that's only on your computer, isn't it? Or at least... yeah, no, it's only on your computer because the password gets saved on the browser on your computer, I thought. I don't know. Greetings, Your Grace. Allow me to pay my respects and deliver a gift on behalf of my master, a well-known connoisseur of magical artifacts, kindly welcomed by you in the capital. Let me introduce myself, Erling Greyridge, at your service. The girl bows briefly and springs back up. She casts curious, assessing glances across the throne room and holds out a package. This is a modest gift from my master, Your Grace. May it serve you well, and in case you're looking for more... I beg you to forgive my audacity, but since destiny is giving me the opportunity to speak with you face to face, you see, my master is a highly educated and respected specialist, but unfortunately, he has no business acumen whatsoever. Business acumen whatsoever. Ah, okay. For my part, as much as I appreciate collectible items of great aesthetic value, I'm far more interested in turning my knowledge in this sphere towards tangible profit. If you take an interest in obtaining magical items without all this hassle, I could arrange it. Tell me more about your offer. You see, over all my years of travel, I've built up a long list of contacts across Galarian. In other words, I can acquire magical rarities, no matter the distance or difficulty. If you kindly help me open up my own shop, I'll gladly quit my master and use my talents for your benefit. I'll see what I can do. Oh, thank you. May your reign last for years to come. I dare not distract you any longer, Your Grace. We have a few quests. We should do them. There's some missing person here. Tamenhaven. I actually did that last night, Captain. Already, complete. Well, I don't know about completed. Hold on. I also have to find a green stone. Another time, perhaps. Have I not unlocked all 10 posts? How to build a kingdom, upgrade another village to a town. Yeah, this is the only one, The Lost Brother, and I have no knowledge on them. Pretty neat that this game still has content. That being said, one thing about this game is that I would say probably a good 20% of the game is filler content. Like, it's nothing that actually adds to the story, it's just there to kind of distract you, you know? Which, you know, you can choose for it to be, necessary, or for you to actually have to do it. Your Grace, I wouldn't want to bother you, but if you have a spare moment, I'd like to ask you something. What do you want to ask me, Elena? Your Grace, the city is getting rebuilt after the bloom, but the people survived such terror. But they survived it, and that's awful, that there are people that lived. I know almost all of them, and I see in their eyes what the nightmare did to them, and I thought we should cheer them up somehow. I can make a special treat for everyone, but I can't do it alone. The thing is, I have a very special family recipe, which I'm sure the locals would love. No, don't laugh. It's an omelet, made from a roc's egg. This bird is not really a bird, but a huge monster that lays eggs very rarely. They're considered a royal treat. Only a few people in all the Stolen Lands have ever tried one. If we treat the people to this delicacy, the whole neighborhood will be buzzing about it for months. And what could be better medicine for their fear and sorrow than something fresh to boast about? I know there's a rock that lives on Talon Peak, but it is a dangerous place. I offered a reward, but none of the hunters I know will risk going there. But I know you could handle it, Your Grace. I know it's no task for a baron, but there's no one else to ask. Ash Ketchum is always in Pokemon mode. Pokemon mode. How big is a Rock's egg? Let's see. Rocks are huge creatures, which, so for token dimensions, you assume that that's like 15 by 15 for the X and Y axis. But then I recently realized that the Z axis tends to be like 30 feet for huge creatures. So at least in 5e alone, Rock's Egg is probably a good, definitely bigger than your head. It's probably about as big as your torso. Probably. I haven't seen my dad all day today. I hope he's okay. He's been feeling sick. How many omelets could it make? I don't know. How big is your torso? And how much eggs do you eat? If anything, you know, she could always add some extra filler, you know, like do one rock egg, but then kind of like mix it up with some normal, like, chicken eggs in order to, you know, sort of expand it, fill it up, you know. They're both bird period after all, so you know. A fine idea. I will try to get you such an egg. Thank you so much. I'm sure you can handle it easily. During the celebration in the forest, you kept staring at Akun, giving him a shut-in look. Of course I did. Akun's a handsome man, and he's hard-working, and he's got no bad habits. He's got friends in high places, and his gaze is so mysterious, and he's so quiet. If you could only imagine, Your Grace. Shows what treats you have. Take off your menu. I definitely don't need the short spear. There you go. You got a short spear now. That's for your defense. Well, no, it's an omelet. You can't scramble the eggs if you turn it into an omelet. Yeah. She said she knows it as a recipe of an omelet. Also, technically, if we want to get technical, an omelet probably is more efficient with egg use than scrambled eggs are. Probably. There's just too much egg mass. Maybe. Well, if she cut off, like, the top of the egg, she could then use, like, a funnel to, like, well, first things first, she would want to use, like, a whisk or something. Like, a really big whisk in order to, like, mix it up. And then she could use, like, a ladle to, like, grab what she needs, put it into the pan. That's one way I could think about her doing this. Oh, also, I have no idea what you mean, too much egg mass. When you want eggs, there's no such thing. I'll go ahead and sell that as well. I don't need it. Just cook it in the shell? No, that's hard-boiled. We don't want hard-boiled. You need to get it into a pan. You mix the innards still?
Armstrong. Making the mother of all omelets.
Yes. Yeah. Now what? Okay, I'm good. No, I'm not.
Come on! Number 1, buy 24 eggs. Number 2, fuck every egg. Celebrate folding. Number 3, burn all the fucking eggs. Die, you piece of shit! ashes, the mother of all omelets will be born!
God, that's such a good edit. It's such a good fucking edit. I like eggs. You normally eat 6 eggs, but for hard-boiled, I like 8. I feel as though hard-boiled eggs are not as filling. Am I the only one that gets that feeling? Like, if I eat scrambled, or sunny side up, or even, or especially an omelet. Well, with an omelet, that's cheating, because an omelet I always mix with something else. You know, an omelet is like, bam, let's throw in some ham, you know, bacon, fucking, like, some fucking onions, parsley, like, shit, fuck yeah. But with hard-boiled, I can make 3 eggs, you know, which is how much I would make with, like, you know, omelet, scrambled, sunny side up, and I will just be so sad and disappointed. I'll just be sad and disappointed. You make scrambled eggs with milk? That's actually pretty normal. Typically, most people I know, well, I say, what I should say is I know some people that do it with butter. Like, they just throw in, like, half a stick of butter and it just, like, melts and turns into this creamy, like, delicious fuck mess, and it's great. You fail, flip it. It's pretty, yeah. Hey, Zara, we're just talking about eggs. Because we got a quest to go get a rock egg. We gotta go get an egg from a rock. I don't think I can talk to anyone about... Yeah, I don't think I can talk to anyone in order to, figure out this quest of finding a missing person. So I'll just leave, and let's go do this rock quest. I want to kill a rock! You cook yours in bacon grease? I can only handle so much bacon. Like... I live in the South, and my dad is one of those people that's like, anything tastes better with bacon, and he, like, fucking pours, he fucking cooks bacon, and then he cooks everything in the bacon grease for, like, the next 2 days, and I'm just like, I kind of hate, it's like, yeah, for breakfast, for the eggs, yes, it was good, but you cooked the pork chops today in bacon grease, and that was a bit much, and then you cooked the steaks the day after in bacon grease. And that's too much. But then you use the bacon grease for like 2 more days, and we've been eating nothing but shit that tastes like bacon. Please stop. High-class foods basically just add a ton of butter to it. Yep. Can you and Desi share my dad? No. Probably have to go at from this side. The awesome sauce of... Yeah. Eh, fuck it, we'll fight him. I mean, how bad could it be? A bunch of gobos? Bunch of gobos! Your mom cooks fried... You see, I couldn't do that. I don't like my fried potatoes cooked in bacon grease. I think that's too much.
I shall end this suffering.
Nice. Alright, I can just leave. Yeah, we've already gotten it. There we go. Yeah, I don't like my potatoes cooked in bacon grease. Like, if it's hash, yeah, that's a different thing. I love hash. Wait, but no, hash isn't even bacon. Hash is like corned beef. Yeah, never mind. Almost any food cooked in bacon. Again, I firmly think that eating too much bacon or having too much stuff that has been seasoned with bacon is just overwhelming after a bit of time. Renown across Galarian. We've gained renown. Yay. Okay, where is it at? Okay.
May we have a moment of respite?
You can rest when you're dead. How do we get here? How do we get here? I don't understand. How do we do? Kroger has good bacon. Kroger has a lot of good stuff. It's down here? Or maybe we have to cross the river at some point along this way. Nyeh. Bacon bits. Okay.
Time to get some rest, isn't it?
Oh, it's a skeleton salesman. Do you have anything good? No? Oh, wait, hold on. Lycanthrope Bane Heavy Crossbow. Ooh. That's pretty good. Ratcatcher's Buckler? +4 morale bonus to AC against attacks of vermins. That's an interesting one. What's Ring of Corrosion? Whenever the wearer casts a spell with acid descriptor, the spell deals +1 point of damage per die rolled. Guys, we can finally do we can finally do +1 to our acid splash. Yeah, I'm just saying that Ratcatcher Buckler is a really weird one. It's like, oh boy, you fucking. In case you're attacked by... Like, it's good if we're attacked by were-rats, but if it's just normal rats, which... I can only assume the person that enchanted this shield really had an issue with rats. It's like, these fucking rats keep biting me! Rah! That's it, I'm getting me mallet and me shield! Ah! Most useful... It's my only spell, let's be real. Yeah, no, I'll actually go ahead and grab that. And what I could do is I could grab a meta magic to change the energy type of a spell, and I could change my snowball to be acid damage. It would actually do extra damage. I think I also have a wand of acid arrow somewhere, which... I believe this would get a benefit from. I believe. Yeah, let's offer all that junk. Beautiful. This ring is mine, guys. Don't worry. I do extra damage. Caster level 3, so that's gonna be at least... I don't know. I don't know how acid acid arrow scales, actually. By the way, we deal an extra 1 point of damage. Woo! What amazing. Like, well, the thing is, I have to remind myself that most of my damage comes from my Eidolon. I myself am basically just a sit back, relax, and watch everyone else do the work. But man, do I feel useless. You have no idea how hard it is knowing that you don't do any of the work. It's not you that does the work. It's your servants. All of your servants do the work. Apparently that's faster than going up this way. That's interesting. I can only guess that we have to travel along the side right here. We still travel at full speed even when forced marching. They're really teasing this one out. Hey, let's rest.
What did you call me? Perv. Ferv. You think if you use funny words, I won't understand you're making fun of me, huh?
First, the word perfectionism is not derogatory, and second, the word certainly doesn't apply to you. If I wanted to insult you, I'd choose nice short words so you could understand.
She is a perv, though. Okay, let's do this. Let's go kill ourselves a rock. Raging perv. Yeah, you get it. Guys, if you had to choose one roommate out of the colorful cast of characters that we have in this game, who would you choose?
I stand ready.
Quick saving first and foremost. Actually, I should have buffed everyone, then quick save, but whatever.
Please not rascal.
Something bothering you?
So, any brilliant ideas?
How may I help?
This is my path.
Irriti.
Yes.
Irriti. Irriti.
Alright, you could cast that on my Eidolon. Now we quick save. Octavia, since she's bi. What does that have to do with her being a good roommate? Considering Bartleby Blackfoot due to mutton chops? Oh. Lindsay seems like the kind of awkward I can handle here, compared to the rest of the cast at least. Squid Guy? Squid Guy? Hold on, Squid Guy. Squid Guy. Oh, my Eidolon. Oh. My Eidolon and my Baron are not a part of this equation. I'm just gonna preface that now. Well, I guess it's no longer prefacing, is it? Kill it. Easy.
Repent.
Get fucked.
Hope it's on my back. That's kind.
Spider swarm.
You forced my hand.
Oh, are we still in our area? Wait, received I'm petrified egg. Oh, no, that's not a rock egg. That's just a petrified egg. I don't know anyone. Fair enough. She could invite her girlfriend over and invite me to watch or join in. That's porno thinking, Zara. That's porno thinking. I think a Kundayo would make for a pretty good roommate. He seems like the kind of guy that would never touch your food, and he would never bother me. Like, even if I was too loud, he'd just be like, this is fine.
Blood for Gorum!
Primitives!
Past that, I would say maybe Jubilost, because he's a successful author. But I have a feeling I get really angry at him after a bit of time. Like, he'd insult me one too many times, and then I'd just be like, fuck you. Don't crush my dreams, Duke. He has short man issues. Maybe. Tristan goes on and on about their religion way too much for me to be okay with them. I'd be like... He'd be like, you want to know... I'd be like having a hard day and be like... He fucking like pulled Jehovah's Witness on me and be like, you want to know what I do whenever I have a hard day? I just pray to my God. It's like, yeah, that's good for you. Fuck off now. This fortress is younger than the Cyclopes, but it's still old enough to be impossible to discover who built and why.
It is done.
Wow. Thud. Bandits? Whatever you say, Jester. Whatever you say. Heavily armed men are seated around the fire. They chat casually and pass around a flask, obviously not expecting ambush or eavesdropping in a place like this. Damned Baroness, damned gods. Since that ass down the Stag Lord, honestly, people got nowhere to go to get themselves some coin. Just look where we ended up. Middle of nowhere! Knock, knock, listen. Damn right. More traders on the road, and what good of it? Try and pluck them even a bit, and you're locked up in no time. Enough. Cut the whining. We gotta adapt if we want to survive. This bird will bring us more gold than any trader. And then we can sell ourselves as mercenaries, or go treasure hunting. We'll get by. Akun silently nods at you and raises his weapon. Eavesdropping. With you in charge, we'll end up with our necks broken. Can't explain what demon possessed you and make us climb up a cliff when there's a neat, safe path on the other side? Why we gotta bother with all these hooks and ropes? Have you seen that path? Spiders everywhere. Just swarming with spiders. Crawling all around. Damn fat, furry beasts. Ugh, I hate spiders. Scarm isn't a furry, they're a monster fucker. Big difference. Really? You're afraid of spiders? I'm afraid of nothing. It's just these damn spiders. Rather fight a troll than mess with those ugly beasts. Keep eavesdropping. Oh, watch out, there's a spider in your hair. Oh, ha, ha, ha. I'm just exploding with laughter. Maybe you should become a bard, huh? Better yet, head straight to the capital. Ask the Baron to hire you as a court jester. Just don't go through the front door. There might be spiders inside. Better take a rope and scale the back wall. Bits take you all, you damn jokers. I'm gonna take a leak. push the man stands and heads towards you on an unsteady feet, pushing off his yeah, let's push him off. With a horrible scream, the bandit falls. His accomplices jump up and grab their weapons. Ah, your friend dead. How'd we... Is that supposed to be his body? How'd we push him off? Monster casserole! I read that as master casserole. Oh, wait, oh, wait, no. Monster casserole!
Follow me. No stopping now.
I may have joked about Scarm being a furry, or I like implicated them as such, but no, they're just a monster fucker. Which, granted, could mean that they fuck a furry if they look enough like a monster. You know, you could probably trick them into being a scaly. Gonna turn on turn-based now. As soon as you get close to the nest, a huge shadow moves across the sky. With a shrill shriek, a gigantic bird swoops down on you, her flapping wings making a veritable hurricane as she moves to protect her nest to her last breath. I'm glad Miri was in the back. Oh, hi.
Cannot hide from me.
Ow. Dick. Oh, let's haste everyone.
I'll try to make this swift.
Just take a 5-foot step and let's heal. Yeah, Miri needs that heal. You hit 2 of the 8 attacks. I guess that's about right. Take this, I got the perfect spell for you. Acid Splash! I was still within range, I was a fool!
Not used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Tear them apart! Nowhere to run.
It should be okay. Yeah. Perfect. Unless a crit happened, she would have been fucked. Get them my Eidolon! We did it! Look, a bunch. This rock had jack fuck. Oh, wonderful. They have a shortcut out of here. Judging from the size of the nest, this bird could easily carry off a whole horse. Whole horse? The whole horse? You mean the JoJo character? Whole horse? The whole horse? I never said Jester was a monster fucker. At least I don't think I did. Yeah, I said Scarm was. What is this location? What is this here? Let's go to that. 2 days of travel. 2.5 days. 1, 2, 3. Stop sticking it in me. Ew.
Time to search for the spot to rest.
Let's actually travel down here in case the path... Nope, okay. Okay. Random encounter. If Squee's schedule conflicts with our sessions, what do we do? I don't know. We'll have the option of...
Legs weak.
Oh, a few large water elementals. So yeah, if schedules conflict, it'll either be we find a fourth person, another fourth person, or we just put the game on hold until Snizzle's schedule opens back up.
Here I am. See?
Who's there? Lamashtu.
Now is the beginning of the hunt. I aim true.
This is rude.
At an end.
Good. You catch.
Everything's going crazy! And we did it.
Dark.
Kundayo, you better stop dying. Cool.
May we have a moment of respite?
I had a dream recently that I am a hero already and battle a dragon on the back of an owl bear.
That's an awesome
Then
dream.
I fell off his back and woke up during the most interesting part.
Poor Knock Knock. He has such a hard life. You always hear things as they're said. I gotcha. Yeah, let's see what this Lonely Mill's about. Oh! While passing the windmill, we saw a curious thing. Goblins were squatting in the shadow of the building, doing what goblins do best, stuffing their faces. They had gutted sacks of flour and were spreading the wealth. This is the Goblin song. Yeah. Some fried pancakes and on an open fire. Others threw pieces of dough into a bubbling pot, making some kind of dumplings. Yet others just rolled around in the white powder, shoving clumps down their throats. All of them, without exception, were guzzling ale from kegs nearby, spilling it over each other and bellowing songs. When they spotted us, the merry goblins, possibly due to the ale, stood their ground instead of fleeing. They started to whistle and wave, inviting us to join their feast. In response, we're absolutely joining this. smiled, muttered, "Why not?" and took place near the fire. Fuck yeah. I'd never been at a goblin party before, but it proved little different from the late-night academy reveries. Using their crippled speech, the flower-drenched merry-goers explained the miller invited them into his house, told them to take whatever they wanted, and was polite enough not to ruin the fun, and left soon after that. The food tasted as foul as to be expected, but ale was passable, so soon all of us were tipsy. After these little troublemakers unmistakably recognized Baron as our leader, they offered him to pass several tests to become, part of the tribe. For the first test, they demanded him to deal with a terrible beast. The dog, goblins and dogs, well, they don't get along. Neither with horses and, well, almost any animal that doesn't sting, bite, or hiss. The Baron's task was to steal the miller dog's food plates, so he... Do we go along with this? We're stealing a poor dog's food bowl. That poor dog. Steal the plate, we get dog more. Hopefully. Makes me sad. Laughed and accepted the invitation. The dog proved rather big, but lazy and quiet. It was slumbering in the kennel, paying no heed to the nearby party. The dog's plate, covered in bones, lay before the kennel. The Baron snuck up to the plate to snatch it from under the hound's nose. It was the perfect crime. As silent as a shadow, Baron swept up the plate. The dog didn't stir. After the goblins praised the Baron for his brilliant performance during the first test, they announced it was time for him to taste their ritual drink, a really nasty thing called jagworts. At first glance, it proved to be ale, until we saw the dead toads bobbing in the barrel for flavor. Judging by the toad's color, they were poisonous. After the Baron saw the brew and smelled it, he... Let's do it! The barrel smelled horrible. The goblins were scooping the ale in their dirty hands, and when that proved not enough, they dipped their entire heads in, fishing toads out the barrel, with their teeth licking the toad's ale-blistered skin and tossing them back in. The Baron... I got a +3, let's do this. Yeah, we're doing it! The barrel smelled let's see. Drained the first keg to the dregs. I dropped dead just having smelled it, but the Baron drowned the horrific beverage without even wincing. Clapping their hands, goblins brought him another keg. He... Hey! Drained the second keg. The Baron turned pale, drops of sweat appeared on his forehead, but he drained the second keg without complaint. But those little bastards seemed determined to send him to an early grave. They were already handing him the third keg. The Baron... We did it! Drained the last keg. I bet his stomach was lined with dwarven steel after the third keg of the horrific swill. The Baron grunted, wiped his lips, and smashed the keg over the nearest goblin's head, making others laugh and applaud. Now be third test! The goblins howled and cheered. It seems they decided they had tortured the art of cooking enough for the day, so now they sought to abuse the art of poetry instead. They were going to sing a song. The Baron was offered to improvise and add the missing lines. He answered, why not? Accompanying the song, the percussions were everything the goblins could reach. Sticks, branches, forks, pans. They started to croak out a rhythm, as well as they were able. Goblins sing for you this song. How be smart and fit and strong. How be the goblin best? How be the goblin best? This is a... And Lamashtu be impressed. Lamashtu be impressed. Goblins fight and goblins bite. Goblins steal and goblins hide. But the best is goblin skill. Is to kill and kill and kill. Manticore deep in the wood eats goblins for food, not... Wait. Manticore deep in the wood eats goblins for food, not good, so as not to be his prey. Quickly hide and sneak away. Goblin King be strong and wise. Manticore he wants full size, but we better eat and drink. So a toast to Goblin King, I guess. Hold on, hold on. King doesn't rhyme with drink. We can't go with it. Wait, away doesn't rhyme with wise either. True Baron, fuck yeah. Goblin King be strong and wise. Manticore he want full sized, but we better eat and drink. So toast to Goblin King. Goblins sing this song to you. If you be a goblin new, always heed these simple rules. And your belly will stay fools? Sure. And your belly will stay fools. After the song was over, the goblins laughed and applauded. Finally, the song was over. I got an achievement, God of Poetry. My ears almost bled from the rhymes, but the Baron kept calm to the goblin's joy. He finished the song and got a standing ovation as a reward. Finally, the food and ale were exhausted. Casting sad glances at the empty sacks and barrels, an older goblin sighed and started a speech about how he remembered the happy old times when they were full, but no one seemed to be listening. As the old goblin rambled on, another goblin, slurring his words, invited us to the next party in their village, and, after many false starts, gave us directions on how to reach it. A dubious honor, indeed, but a useful bit of information. After that, the sodden Mary goes stumble away, burping and licking their fingers happily. So we just got invited to the after party? Fuck yeah! Where's the after party? Where's the after party, man? That was a great time. Is it the Goblin Village? Because we've been here. We've been to the Goblin Village. Eh. Yeah, I expected it to be a new place. Eh, whatever. That was a great time. That was a good... Yeah, no, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed little wacky shenanigans like that in my D&D games. It's just like, you see a bunch of goblins fucking partying their asses off. It's like, well, let's go join them. Yeah. Elena! I have the rock shake. You've no idea how thankful I am, Your Grace. All my life I've dreamed of cooking one of these eggs, and the timing couldn't be better. So she gave me 5,100 gold coins, 6 eggs, 4 owlbear eggs, and 5 soft cheeses. Guys, we got 5 soft cheeses! Root bear? Good old root bear float. Personally, I think near rhymes flow better. That's Ragongar and Octavia. A look and both start talking at the same time. Do you think we knew the Technic League wouldn't just let us go, and they sent their agent right here to the capital. Now that's impudence. How'd you know they're from the Technic League? He's sitting in a tavern paying with Numerian gold and asking around about Reg and me all day. Even if he's not spying for the Technic League, we sure have a few questions for him. What are you planning? What do you think? Once you get someone outside, it's not that hard to beat some information out of them. Reg, that can wait. I'd like to start with a chat, try to find out what exactly they have planned. They wouldn't just send one agent in, and wherever the cronies are hidden, that's where we'll find the big fish. Alright, let's go find out what the Technic League's doing here. Great! We'll wait for you at the tavern. Back to the tavern, I guess. I will say one thing about this game that I've really been enjoying, or one thing about this game that made me like it a bit more is just how they went about Lamashtu. I really enjoy Lamashtu, because in a lot of the Pathfinder adventure paths, Lamashtu is basically just like, yeah, this person wanted to be ugly, so we made him ugly. I don't know what to tell you. Like, and now she's evil, and now she's doing evil things in my name. Whereas we got a really good, like, example of, like, a chaotic neutral instance of Lamashtu, where it's just like, yeah, you know, like, we weren't doing anything bad, come on. Also, I'm gonna go grab a drink real fast, I'll be back. I'm back. How's that spot doing? Yeah, it's not too bad. Still a bit of a bump, but that's okay. Tomorrow is Thursday. So, almost time for airport. So this server was at everyone abusing, and so I just trolled them. Gross. I've learned that if a chat starts to at everyone abuse, just start posting hardcore game midget porn, and it'll eventually stop. No, don't do that. And an inconspicuous dwarf wearing a gray coat sits at the table sipping beer. As you, Octavia, and Ragongar appear at his table, he topples the mug, startled. Boo! You were asking about us, right? Well, here we are. So what is it you want from us, You've made a mistake. I have no idea who you are. Who are you? And why are you looking for Octavia and Ragongar? No, you're wrong. I'm just a simple cobbler. Cut the crap, deadbeat. Talk, or I start cutting off fingers. Don't! Please, not my fingers. I'll tell you everything. My name's Carrick. Just a humble servant of Maestro Janusz. The looks on Octavia and Ragongar's face after hearing that name make the dwarf go pale and shrink into his chair. You know him, don't you? You could say that. And why did he send you here? I was his slave. I served the Maestros loyally for a long time. He finally granted me my freedom. He promised me a lot of money, enough to get me to the Five Kings Mountains and then some, if I just do a simple task for him. Find out if a half-elf named Octavia and a half-orc named Ragongar were living in the capital, and if so, where they could be found. I don't know why he sent me. I'm no spy, just a simple cobbler. Octavia, do you believe him? Strange as it may seem, yes, he seems more like one who's been deceived than one who's deceiving. Using people in the dark without telling them the true purpose of their mission is very much like Janusz. I don't think he's a spy. I think he's bait. Ragongar, do you believe him? I think this slimeball's lying. A cobbler, sure. Everyone knows the Technic League's short on spies. Of course they have to send cobblers, cooks, and water carriers instead. So here's what I think. Let's drag him by the beard from the city gate to the palace and back. Maybe then he'll come up with something more clever along the way. Tell me, Carrick, do you know where we can find Janusz? Yes, I do. Oh, the Maestro will kill me. Abadar, what did I do to deserve this? Give me a map. I'll show you where he's holed up. Looks like a trap. Of course it's a trap. It's the Maestro. Thanks for the information. Now get out of my shitty. Of course, at once. You'll never see me again, not even a hair. Well, now we know where Janusz is waiting for us. He knows we're coming, of course, but we know that he knows. So that gives us the advantage. But does he know that we know that he knows? Laughing, Octavia lightly flicks Ragongar's nose. Unable to maintain his serious expression, he breaks down and laughs with her. I guess we should go deal with this. Which means I'm going to want to level up those two. Hate dealing with level ups. Oh, yeah. I guess Chaw? Yeah. Let's start increasing his Chaw. Nope. Displacement would be good for him. What do you get from this level? Fear. Okay. Question Game of Thrones. People game... Because back in medieval times, Meerkat, that was seen as a form of shame. It was only gay if you received, and if you were gay, then go fuck yourself, basically. Breath weapon. Arcane weapon +3. Interesting. What do we want to give him? Extra arcane pull is an option. Ah, outflank, absolutely. Always make sure all of my melee fires have outflank. Ooh. Magic weapon greater. I say we go with Vampiric Touch. Vampiric Touch, good spell. Fire training. 1/2 his total mage's level as his fighter level. For the purpose of qualifying for feats, if he has levels in fighter, these levels stack. Game of Thrones is honestly not worth watching. I saw the, I mean, I think seasons 1 through 4 are pretty well worth it, but after that, I saw the lowered quality, and I went, nope, because I knew exactly where it was going. Once they were no longer working with, or once they didn't have actual source material from an actually, like, talented writer, I went, this series is gonna go downhill really fast. And then season 8 happened. They basically went like, it went from like a downward curve of like, you know, it's not great. It's slowly descending. It's getting bad, or you know, it's getting worse, but not terrible. It went from that to, oh my god, this is awful, very fast. Molten orb. That's just a flat 2d6. I could pick up web. Ice slick. Flurry of snowballs. And we can do flurry of snowballs. Sure. You like the dragons? I mean, I actually hated the dragons. I hated everything about Khaleesi, like, almost immediately after she took control of the Dothraki. I was like, oh boy. Cause fucking everyone was all like, oh yeah, Khaleesi, that's a strong female character. I was like, she's insane! She's fucking crazy! I was like, yeah, I get that, you know, she freed the slaves of, like, from the entirety of the East, but, like, are we just gonna ignore the fact that she crucified, like, literally everyone in the city? We just gotta ignore that? Deals 66 points of electricity damage to any creature it strikes. The first creature damaged by the cloud is also stunned for 1 round. Dragon Breath. We already have a Dragon Breath, except it's electricity, I believe. Ice Storm. May just get some really cool spells. Shield of Dawn. Rigor Mortis. Additionally, the target takes -4 penalty to dexterity, and its movement speed decreases by 10. Ooh. Forceful Strikes. Strike. You deal normal weapon damage from the blow, but also deal an additional amount of force damage equal to 1d4 points per caster level. The force of the blow may be enough to knock the target backwards as well. To determine if the target is pushed back, make a... Maybe. I think the aggressive Thunder Cloud interests me the most there. I like having AoE, you know? Now for Octavia. No, I talked about that, Captain. Because people put out fan theories where they were like, oh yeah, well, you know, it would make sense for there to be a union of the North, of like the Old Kingdom and New Kingdom, you know, the North and the South, and then a unity between Daenerys and Jon Snow in order to defeat the, the Ice King? I forget his name. Yeah, the White Walkers. It was like, and you know, it should have been like, oh yeah, that'll happen just before the White Walkers get there, and they'll have to unite people very quickly. And yeah, it firmly does seem like the writers went, oh no, they realized what we were doing, we can't allow this. Oh no, we gotta change things so that they don't, so that they don't expect it. We have to ruin their expectations. Sorry. It's not ruining expectations. It's what was that classic term that was used for Star Wars Episode 8? Something expectations. Don't remember. What was it? Nah, it wasn't unrealistic expectations. I'm gonna throw you an overly sarcastic protection video that explains what you said. Yeah. Well, why are you sending it to me? I don't need the echo chamber, just so that's understood. I don't need an echo chamber, Captain. I already have my feelings on that series, like, down. Sure, we'll do Battering Blast. Maybe fuck it. Inflict pain, maybe. Yeah, but either way, I don't know what college, like, all of these different directors decide to get inspired from, but, or directors, writers particularly. I don't know where all of these writers went to, where the professor went, you see, if you want to make a successful series, you have to completely curve expectations. You have to shock the audience with something that they would never have guessed in a million years. And and if you have to completely destroy the series lead up in order to do this, do it. It's like, whoever that professor is needs to get kicked in the fucking dick. Several times. With a sledgehammer. I know what I want with this spell. Fuck it, we'll just go with the flame arrow. Keep raising that int. You don't you don't care, Meerkat? I like who the characters are and they did this. What? So the characters have to be interesting, Meerkat. Is that what I'm getting from this? The characters have to be interesting at the very least? Yeah? Okay, but wouldn't that also extend to something interesting has to happen with the story in order for the characters to truly get a chance to shine? Because you can have interesting characters, but if the plot of the story is the characters go to the store and nothing happens, they go to the store and they buy stuff and check out and then they go home. Like, wouldn't that mean that they don't get a chance to really show off their character? Yeah, that's not even... Even in slice of life anime, they tend to add something that makes it a bit more interesting. You know, it's perfect time to show off a character. What would the barbarian buy? I have a guess, but what do they prefer? Okay, so if the barbarian shows up... Well, no, what if he just buys chocolate milk? It's literally just they go to the store. It's not even they buy anything interesting. They buy groceries. Like, do you go, oh, he bought the chocolate milk, oh my god, oh! Like, Mika, I honestly think that you, like, make a point, and then you end up going, no matter what is said, I have to stick with this point. I firmly believe that that is a huge part of your mentality. Like, if you said Hitler was right, you would go along with it no matter what. that is how I have processed you, Meerkat. That is just how I've processed you. Nah. No. What does this do? Sure. Let's go with that. That's right, in the ground. Nuck. Ooh, negative levels. Ooh. And from the looks of this just has to hit. It doesn't even have to, yeah, they don't even get a saving throw. It's just as long as this hits, it reduces their level. Ooh. But we're going up against things that are higher level, so I don't know if it's worth it anymore. Because we get, what, 2, or no, we have, yeah, no, this is 4th level spells, so we get, like, what, 2 4th level spells? 3? 2, 3? Which would mean that if we, yeah, unless they max out at 8 levels, there's no way we can kill them. I guess it could do good with weakening them, but, you know, just beating the fuck out of them would work equally well. Sure, let's take fleshworm parasites. Ooh. That's interesting. Oh, they got some interesting spells. Let's go with, I like the Obsidian Flow. Let's go with that. Still not done. Okay. Almost done. Almost done. Impromptu Sneak Attack. One round per day for a free sneak attack. Don't put me in that boat, I hate it. Let's see. Take that. Yeah, fuck it. We'll go with Ice Storm. Go with all the elements. Why not? A hype scene of a barbarian tricking the audience to where he's actually buying chocolate milk would be fun. But that's the thing. Like, that would actually be, like, making the story interesting. Like, that would be curving expectations, and that is making an interesting story. But if the character, like, yeah, if the character simply goes somewhere, does a thing, like how should I put it? When you watch a show, when the character is simply cooking eggs, that's filler. And you don't go, oh my god, they're cooking eggs just like I would. No, you're simply saying, okay, well, they're making breakfast right now. Yeah. Yeah, like, throughout every show, there's simple filler. You know, they're doing something, so they're doing a filler thing right now, but then something will happen that will actually move us along with the plot. Yeah. And it's like, you know, and you know, yeah, sometimes the plot simply can be they want to go to the store. But, you know, even in a sitcom, they never simply go, this character is going to the store, they buy the thing, and they leave. No, something happens to add drama, or to add interest, you know. It's never just, hey, they do this, and it's done. Something that is uninteresting is almost always exclusively there so that something else can happen. It's really hard to make a story without a point for the story to exist for the character in question. Yeah. At the very least, most audiences expect something different to happen, you know? Like, most audience members live a normal daily life, you know? And they want excitement. They want something to happen. You know, of course there are some people where it's like they live very interesting lives and, you know, craziness ensues like every day that they exist. But, when you go into writing a story that is not, when you go in writing a story that is not the first that's not what you go in with. That's not the idea that you go in with. You know, go in with the idea of like, oh yeah, this is just going to be average Joe, who lives a completely normal life filled with no drama, no excitement. They simply exist. Yeah. But, and even, and, you know, even to stretch away from that, if you have a character who, say, like, you know, a character in a sitcom who, say, survived Vietnam, like, why would you never touch on that? Why would you just throw that in there? Does that mean Seinfeld is all filler? No, because Seinfeld has a lot of drama in it. As interpersonal drama. You know, they do average stuff, but the drama or the story of Seinfeld is between the characters and their relations and how those relationships change. But let's say that, like, I mean, there probably would be people that would do this, but if the entire show was just them, like, sitting at a table and playing poker, and they went... the entire series was just them playing poker, and nothing happened. Like, would you eventually get bored? Do you watch people play poker for fun? You know, do you watch poker tournaments? I don't. I don't find them interesting. People that find them interesting are interested in poker. And they see the drama within poker. I guess there is always drama within poker. There's drama in everything, I guess. Or not drama per se, but there's interesting parts of everything. But it's only interesting if you get it. Does that make sense? J.R.R. Martin did that, and they tried to live a normal life despite having powers. Not really being superheroes. It's a reflection of the culture behind superhero culture, not simply existing to exist. Yeah. Hold on. It's not usually something so simple like that. An example would be the hypothetical of if superheroes really existed and it was played straight. Oh god, Captain, that paragraph, you lost me. So what you're saying is it's only filler if the people watching aren't interested in it? So, no. Again, filler is something that is put down so that there is basically something going on in the background or something going on in the foreground purely to move along to the actual point. You know, a person cooking eggs is, you know, unless it's a cooking show, a person cooking eggs is not the focus of a scene most of the time. It's going to be like, oh, hey, they're making breakfast, but what happens after? You know, maybe with the cooking show, it goes, okay, they cook the eggs and now they have to serve it to someone. They have to give it to someone. And that's where the drama happens. Did they make the eggs good enough? Where, you know, that's where the excitement happens. But if you're watching like a spy flick, what if they burn a house down cooking eggs? No, that's exactly my point, Zara. Like, if they cook the eggs and nothing happened, that's filler. But if they cook the eggs and they accidentally burn down the house, the drama is they burn down the house. That's two different scenes. One scene is, hey, they're cooking eggs. Next scene is, they burned down the house.
Well,
I will
Confide
protect.
in me.
I'll make my own legend.
Yeah, that's two different scenes right there.
Together we are unstoppable.
What weapons do you have? Yeah, that'll do.
I tire of waiting.
Like, again, it's filler if it is there purely for you to watch so that we can get to the next point. If you were watching a spy drama that had been going on for like 2 years and it was super exciting, and then they just had an episode where the entire episode was the main character just cooking eggs. They aren't being followed by anyone. They aren't hunting a target. They're just cooking eggs. That would be filler, because you would go, okay, well, how does this advance the story? And then you realize that it's just him cooking eggs. And I guarantee that would be a non-liked episode. What if they had someone cooking burgers in every show in a season, and then at the end of the season it's found out they were cooking human burgers? Well, then that would be different. That is, oh, fuck, I'm forgetting the word for it. Fuck. Hold on. That would be a Chekhov's gun. That's what it is. That would be a Chekhov's gun, and it would be a subtle Chekhov's gun. Where basically something is mentioned or shown on screen with the intent of making it important. But in this case, it would be a subtle thing. And the fact that the cooking burgers would be shown in every season, or... Hold on. Someone cooking burgers in every show in a season. In every show of a season, do you mean every episode? Because if they're in every episode, then either that is a trope, like a haha, isn't it funny that they always go to the same place? You would think it's a trope, but then when there's actual substance put into it, then that's no longer a trope. That becomes a Chekhov's gun, and in this case, a subtle Chekhov's gun. You go, oh, hey, this person was cooking in every episode. I didn't realize that that was important. And then when you go back, and you're watching it, it's no longer just filler, correct? It's only filler when you get to the next scene. At which point you learn if it was filler or not. If more emphasis was put on the thing than normal, then this is normal, then it actually has emphasis. It actually has worthwhile value. Otherwise, it's filler. You know, and again, it's like, anime is the best filler of all time. Anime always has filler. Because you have the main story, you know, so big example is Naruto. They got into filler heaven for quite a while there. Because everyone wanted to know, you know, like, will Naruto beat the big bad? But first, let's go see everyone else fight these pointless enemies. Some of which, actually, most of which never even had screen time. And we'll fill it in with backstory. those, you know, most filler in anime tend to be the most hated parts of anime because they do not advance the story in any way, shape, or form. Anime filler is shite. Yeah, it doesn't advance the story in any way, shape, or form. Oh, hey, a Dread Zombie Cyclops. That's cool. We killed one of those before. And we're accompanied by a few Pathfinders. Let's kill this. Oh, I forgot to... Wait, no, you... okay. I guess I should have rested? She doesn't seem to have her spells, but you have your spells. Why don't you have your spells? Oh, that wasn't bad at all. I helped. My post above has a continuation of what I posted right before it. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, no, next time you just casually watch through a show, see what things actually, like, draw interest to you and what doesn't. Like, and this is any show. Steven Universe, you don't go in, like, yeah, with like, Steven Universe, there is a lot of things where I just go, okay, well, you know, that's just a thing. You know, when Steven Universe goes to his dad for advice, it doesn't necessarily matter that it's at the car wash a lot of the times. It could have happened anywhere. It just so happens it was at the car wash this time. You know. And even when his dad says, I gotta watch the car wash or whatever, you go, okay, well, you know, was it significant that he has to watch the car wash? No. He has to watch the car wash. Well, actually, it's significant in that he can't be with his son at this point because he has to watch the car wash. But it could have been any excuse, you know? Details. This is a lot of stuff that goes through my mind purely because I'm a theater major, and in part of being a theater major, it involves a lot of okay, observe this scene, you know, like, what is significant about it, what is the actor doing that makes it significant / insignificant. And fucking TV TV is some of the best acting when they are not doing anything. Because they are being filmed, and they have to remember, I'm being filmed, and I have to be filmed doing nothing. I have to act as though I am doing nothing of interest. And that is a wonderful thing. That is a wonderful, wonderful thing. In fact, a half-orc is wiping the sweat from her brow with a bright jacket decorated with many badges and patches. Ugh, that handsome lad gave it to us good. Almost slaughtered us all. Good thing you came by. Where did such a monster come from? Yeah, I guess it followed us. Walked with us from the tomb. The tomb? Oh yeah, the tomb. It's right there. The half-orc waves her hand vaguely. Anyway, there's nothing interesting in there. Don't waste your time. And who are you? Us? We're a group of Pathfinders from the Society. We're here on special orders from the Grand Lodge to explore this god-forsaken land. I'm Bartleby Blackfoot, ruler of this land. The half-orc freezes for a moment, then begins to speak again, choosing her words more carefully. I didn't mean to offend you, your grace. I've been to many countries, and they address rulers differently everywhere. Forgive me if I've made a mistake. We've come from afar, from Absalom to be specific. We've heard many interesting tales about the stolen land, so the Society decided we should update our maps and surveys. We've no wish to harm or indeed to bother anyone. We thought it might be easiest if we just came here and performed our duties without getting it into all the fuss of an official visit. What exactly, let's see. Could you use any assistance? No, don't worry yourself. We'll just watch our breath and go. The bruises will be gone by sun up. Well, it was nice to chat, but I have to go. My regards. If it's Deesna's will, we will meet again. Deesna.
It is done.
Deesna, more like Dees nuts. That was a stupid joke.
No stopping now.
You see, if I wanted to execute that joke a lot better, I should have gone, Deesna, more like, answer it, chat. See, that's how I should have executed it. Would have been a lot better that way. And this is why I'm merely a student. You could just have executed the man. I could have. I'm not running that kind of character, though.
Arrest is in order.
The guy wasn't even at the technically location. That was just a random encounter.
May we have a moment of respite?
Oh my god. What's going on? Bandits? Okay. We can be escorted, I guess.
Time to search for the spot to rest.
Need to catch my breath.
Oh, you're fine. Saiful Laurentis. Do you need anything? Apparently not. Magar Vaughn, a pleasure to see you again, Ben. Gungar looks at Varn with a lecherous grin. Nice muscles. How about meeting this evening to share a drink or two, Sorry, lad, I don't swing that way, but I'm always up for a drink. I would like to personally express my gratitude for all your help. Don't mention it, old friend. We adventurers help each other out, am I right? Yeah, no, you know, I like this guy. He's got a fucking man bun. How could you not like this guy? He's got a man bun, he's got fucking fashion for days. Look at him. That's a beautiful man. I'm glad we see eye to eye on this issue. That's why we get along so well, my friend. I was trying to go to the technically camp, but instead I was teleported here, I guess. Is it possible for me to go to the technically camp at this time? I would think so. He's proud, cocky, and can bout about it. Yeah. Seriously, if you were walking... Oh, I gotta get to the bald hilltop. Oh, shit.
I need to catch my breath.
Fucking, we were teleported down here. This is why I need a teleporter. Over at that location. Gonna go to the throne room. But yeah, no, if you saw a man like that just like buying groceries, you'd be enthralled. You'd be like, oh man, he's buying chocolate milk. Oh my god.
My strength betrays me.
No, I don't. Yes. I don't know. I've never walked past a stranger in the store and been like, oh my god, they're buying chocolate milk! Ooh. Ooh. -3 to all my stuff for every day I take. Ooh. Yeah, let's go take care of that. You have Meerkat? Ah. Go to each their own. I'm not gonna say anything. I just know to a lot of people, being watched by literally anyone is creepy, myself included, except for when I'm streaming, at which point I'm okay with this. Ever see someone so pretty you just can't stop staring? I don't know. Again, I guess I did see one chick at when I was leaving the supermarket once that looked like an alien, and I was fascinated. She was like 6'3" and super lanky, and her eyes were like narrowed, and I was like, oh my god, that's an alien! But I didn't like follow her. I wasn't like, oh my god, what is she buying? I just went, oh my god, I would love to ask for a number. Anyways, I gotta get home to Wiggles and Nunu. And that was that. And that was that. You worked at the grocery store, though? Oh, yeah, well, that's fair. I mean, that isn't it part of your job to, like, watch people that are buying groceries to make sure they don't steal? Of course, that being said, a lot of people I know are just like, nah, let them steal. It's not worth it. They have insurance, whatever. I gotta fix this formation again. God, I hate how this formation is. Going quick save, because we probably need to...
Adventures await.
We should probably power up.
Right here, my friend.
Where now?
My skills are getting rusty.
I stand ready.
Keep your eyes open. How may I help?
Yes.
This is my path.
You can literally steal and they do nothing about it. Okay. Well, there you go. Right. Right, Meerkat, I'm pretty sure we had to talk about this.
That is, of course, until one day the challenge comes
I'm
near.
listening.
Listening as hard as
Share
I
your
can.
troubles.
There's no way of knowing what we'll be up against until we go up against it and die. So I'm gonna refrain from, like, casting any of the protection spells until after we see what we're up against.
Strike when certain.
Oh, it's Venomanticores. Venomanticores. A green Dwemer Manticore.
Cannot hide from me.
Miri, hold your ground for a moment.
So what's going to do this?
Oh, okay. Again, the fact that most of those rolls only need like 11 and 13 was that range, and to only hit 2 out of 8 attacks. This game cheats. This game cheats.
Be easier if you
A Dwemer Wyvern. Where's this one? Oh, over there. Yeah, we'll be fine. Let's haste everyone. Yeah. that for food isn't really a problem. Basically, the theory goes if you are hungry enough that you have to steal, it's written off as feeding the hungry, and it's nobody's job at the grocery store to ban you from likely your only food source, because that in itself is considered murder. How progressive. Okay.
Nowhere to run.
That's one kill. A purple Dwemer owlbear. That like in previous editions of D&D, it was very common. Hold on, I'm just checking a thing. Yeah, okay. It's very common to just kind of like, how do I make this thing better? And you just added a bunch of prefixes. You know, this was how you did it with weapons. So it was like lightning +3 purple Dwemer purple Vorpal sword. And it was like, yeah, fuck yeah, Vorpal sword, you know, shit like that. And you'd end up with these long chains of stuff. I'm pretty sure this game is pulling this shit with these monsters, where it's like, yes, purple ancient magnitude furious disgusting magnetic Dwemer bear. It's like, what the fuck? I might as well get the kill here. Because next up is Tristan. I don't think we'll be dealing with any, oh, hey, it's Moray. Fireball! Did that only affect her? Okay, interesting. I was in Final Fantasy, at least has mainstay creatures to let you know you're fucked. Yeah. Anonymous teething long shiv Hetty of the intrusive black gems. You see, you get it, Meerkat. Went to Kroger's once back when I was 24 hours open. I walked past this dude scrubbing the floor to go look at the juices, and then he goes and calls for security. Freaked me out. I get nervous about people thinking I'm stealing, even though I've never stole anything other than pens, and not on purpose. And that's it. Yeah, that's about right. Let's delay you past the enemies. Okay, rude. Rude, very much rude. Damn you, mirror image!
Strike with all your might!
Damn. I was hoping I could delete some of those things. I should have summoned. What was I doing? That's fine.
True.
There we go. Let's go ahead and use this. Might as well. Okay, she was immune to that. Oh, it's spell resistance. That's why. Delicious. It's still a waste of your time, though, Meerkat. You gotta admit. It's like, even even when you're innocent of a crime, they still go through every length to prove your guilt.
Come here, Bax. I'm not gonna stab you.
Yeah, let's get rid of this thing. Cool. Got rid of that thing. Go get my... go get you thing, Bralani. Oh, that would be wonderful if I replaced the model in this game with a testificate villager from Minecraft. So it's like at level 5 you can summon a Bralani and you just... Well, did the security actually... I just want to be sure. Did the security actually, like, question you? I remember when I worked at Five Guys, we had a hobo outside.
Repent!
He was, like, right next to the store, and we were like, what do we do in this instance? And, the manager at the time called up the GM. She was like, fucking kick them out. Get them off our lawn. We can't have them messing up our business. Offer them some water and get them the fuck out of there. And I was like, you know, this dude's probably hard on his time. We could at least, like, offer him some food or something. Be like, hey, can you take this food and leave? Like, at the very least. Because water is, like, you know... He could have gotten water anywhere. You know, he could have walked in for a water cup if he wanted to. He asked her to call me. I got food, yay. There's definitely a, in my personal belief, a lot of people that are, homeless or suffering, most of the time, they are, they're actually just, like, being fucked over by something, by some sort of system. But yeah, no, this actually stems back to around the time the Mormons actually became a thing. Yeah, back in the 1860s. It would have been just before the 1860s. It would have been like 1840s, 1850s, I think. Someone look up the date that the Mormons were founded and tell me. But basically, there were two types. That was around the time that the first mass poor wave happened in the U.S. and it happened because of Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson was a stupid idiot and basically went, you want to know how we help the poor people? We completely abolished the bank. Which, of course, but he couldn't abolish it, so he just didn't fund the National Bank. And so the National Bank basically went, well, we have to collect on our money, otherwise we don't have any money and we collapse. So they collected on the debts of the banks below them, those banks collected on the debts below them, so forth until the common man was basically poor. Where, like, poverty rates raged in, like, I think upwards of, like, 80% or something like that. It was, like, 80% of Americans at the time could be considered poor. 1830, that sounds about right. And so basically, what happened after that... Actually, now that I can remember, that was Andrew Jackson's turn. Hold on. Andrew Jackson, 7th U.S. president. What year... Presidential... Oh, yeah, no. Around 1830. Closer to... It would have been closer to after his first... Okay, so yeah, it was like 1840. Hey, I was right! Abolishing the banks should have succeeded. Last president that tested the banks got shot. JFK. Yep. Nah, but, throughout... America has tried to abolish the bank twice now. Twice throughout its history, U.S. presidents have firmly actually done something to try and get rid of the banks, and both times it ended in the suffering of the common folk, and typically in one of those cases, I think the death of the president. I don't remember which one, but either way, a stigma was created around that time of the deserving and non-deserving poor. Deserving poor were the people that... okay, so first things first, those terms are very weird. When they say deserving poor, what they mean is this is someone that's deserving of help. And when they say non-deserving poor, they mean this is someone that does not deserve help, okay? So deserving poor would be like a widow, you know, someone that lost their husband, they fell on hard times. Or someone that lost an arm or a leg in a workplace accident, something like that. Whereas a non-deserving poor would be someone like that does drugs or is just lazy. And America's view has shifted to believe that every person is a non-deserving poor. And basically the only defining feature that states if they are or are not a non-deserving poor is if their story gets around. You know, is if someone says, hey, this person is not just lazy, they're suffering because of this. And it really sucks because students are seen as a non-deserving poor. It's like, yeah, we get out of college and we don't have anything. We don't have any means of, like, bettering our... Or we don't immediately get a job because, you know, they expect more experience, and so we just have to get the closest job that we can, and then they aren't paying us enough in order to pay back our, the bills of, you know, our shit. You know, we aren't able to pay back our loans, and people go, well, you took the loans and were stupid! And you tried to better yourself instead of going to a trade school. And it's like, I looked at trade schools, guess what? They're expensive too. If anyone tells you that someone should have just learned a trade, guess what? Trade schools now are getting upwards of... are now starting to reach upwards of $20,000 to $80,000, just like college. Because guess what? Those are now getting oversaturated with workers. Or with students. Because everyone now is either saying go to college, and if you're not saying go to college, you go to a trade school. And when people go to a trade school, a lot of the times they want to go for something that they actually enjoy. People don't, you know, a lot of people don't want to work somewhere where they're just, where they hate it every day. But a lot of the times when people say go to a trade school, what they mean is go become a plumber. Go become a garbage man. Which, yeah, they pay a lot, but a lot of people don't want to work dirty jobs. You know. And it, you know, those ones, they do still come out cheaper, you know, it's like, you know, I think those ones actually you can get educated in those for only like 10,000. Like, the full admissions is like 10,000, and then, yeah, you get a really good job, and you're being paid a lot, and you can easily make back those payments. But, again, not everyone wants to work a dirty job. those are necessary jobs, and they pay a lot because they are needed. They are absolutely needed, but a lot of people don't want to work them. You would be a garbage man? Do it! Go do it! Again, as I understand it, being a garbage man pays a fuckload. And in all honesty, as apparently being a garbage man is a lot less disgusting than being a plumber, as weird as that is. From what I have learned from first-hand experience. Of course, that could just be because the people didn't want to be plumbers. Why would it be dangerous, Crow? That's caps. Plumbers do a good job if you smoke. If you smoke what? Weed? Crack? Meth? Because it couldn't be cigarettes. The treasurer wrote an angry letter. As a result, taxes were paid in full, though not on time. +6 economy, -2 loyalty. I'll take it. Octavia and Ragongar have spotted someone suspicious. I don't want to do a 14-day thing. This time the locals are being assaulted not by common beasts, but by legendary magical monsters. Wyverns, owlbears, and manticores. In a fit of fury, are ravaging the barony, led by a small number of particularly large and vicious beasts. Perhaps the invasion can be ended if their leaders are slain. Tristan, can you... Ooh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's put a point towards that. Oh, damn. Group of pathfinders who snuck into the Valley of the Dead have caused an uprising of the undead. We must do something immediately to protect the locals from the awakened zombies and protect the hapless pathfinders from the angry crowd. Lindsay, this is all you, and we're putting another point towards that. Jeez. God, fuck. All of this stuff is just taking up all of my chance. Ugh. I'm just gonna have to send them out. Where they're... Yeah, because... I can put a point towards you, because you're pretty new. Yeah, I would love to support my, I'd love to support my followers. But, there's no break time in this game. Like, shit goes down very fast. The barony manages to preserve and enjoys peace once again, yay. No, Zara. No. So, as I understand it, the real issue, or like, the worst jobs to take for blue-collar jobs, would be like, plumber, electricity, and construction. Those are apparently the worst ones, because a lot of the times they have you on your knees a lot, and, there's a statistic out there, I'd have to go find it, but there's a statistic out there, I don't remember the publisher either, which would make that difficult. But either way, supposedly, according to this statistic, most people that work in blue-collar jobs, their knees tend to give, or start giving out, slash, start developing issues around the age of 40. Because the human knees were not made to be Human knees were not developed to be taking pressure like every day for years at a time. And those jobs have you on your knees a lot. And unlike being a $5 hooker, typically there's not a pillow. Which I guess you could bring your own, but you know, then you'd like throw down the pillow and it would get dirty, and you know, you go do your job, and sure enough, it would eventually rip. Yeah, so there's always issues. I'm scared to rest here because we have this ancient. Oh wait, no, okay. I guess we can now go ahead and wait. That they use even cardboard, yeah. Yeah, but people have foam mats, yeah. But again, just on average, supposedly, a lot of people's knees tend to give out by the time they're 40 after working a blue-collar job for, you know, like 20, 30 years. Retirement's great, but I don't think a good retirement is really worth it if your knees fucking suck. If you're dealing with, like, fucking, fucked up bones because of your workplace. There's knee straps, cost like $30. Well, even with the knee straps, they still, like, even with cushioning, your knees do still suffer. Because all you're doing, like, you still have the pressure of your body on your knees, it's just you have padding. But there's still pressure on your knees. It's just you have something else cushioning, or, you know, padding that. But it does still take a toll on your knees. It's just it won't hurt as much at the end of the day. After a week, though, it'll still probably hurt. Or, no, maybe not a week, but maybe like a couple weeks, 2, 3 weeks. I don't know. I don't know. I actually haven't worked on my knees too much. The treasurer hired some parasite exterminators from the Five Kings Mountains. The team of dwarves found a nest of were-rats in the catacombs and destroyed most of its dwellers. Nice. At first, yeah. Oh, that is another thing. The death rate of in blue collar jobs has been apparently has been steadily rising because far too many blue collar workers, especially older ones, ignore all of the basic training that they were taught for like safety, which is really funny to me. You know, like people going into construction areas without a hard hat, you know? I remember reading one story of like, yeah, me and this insurance guy, we went into the construction area because he was supposed to gather insurance on some of the people's lives, or some shit like that. It was like workplace insurance. He went in, the insurance guy went in with the helmet. Boss did not, because boss didn't care. And then a brick fell down from like a 3rd story, smashed the boss man's head in and killed him instantly. Insurance man went, well, fuck. I mean, I couldn't even get insurance on him. So his family has to suffer because he didn't put on a hard hat. Anyways, the bards hired by the curator mocked the vandals, but that didn't impress the people, yada yada. Okay. Aw. +2 divine and arcane, nice. Oh my god. Well, you're the only one that can deal with this, so... God, 45%. I'm gonna hold off on that. We need to, like, work with you. Okay, I'm... A lot of these are just, hey, you gotta exit the menu so people can talk to you. That's hard. Yeah. So, yeah, if you ever go into a construction yard, wear a hard hat. If you ever work with electricity, wear your gloves. If you ever go into a tunnel, you know, a plumbing tunnel, make sure you have a map so you can navigate back to an entrance. You know, a lot of safety things. That go into blue-collar work. I bring tidings in good measure, and bad. As for the good, it seems the Restov Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori honors us with her attention. She jotted you a nice little letter. The bad tidings? She wants us to prove ourselves worthy of such recognition. I have a problem and no one else to turn to but you. I need someone to travel to a town south of Restov, Varnhold. The town was founded by Magar Varn. You met him at the reception to celebrate your new title. Recently, I've stopped getting reports from him. I didn't pay much attention to it, but in the past week, not a single traveler, merchant, or messenger from Varnhold has showed up in Restov. No one knows what has happened in the town. If I were you, I would make sure I was ready for this journey. The plains of Dunsword are dangerous. Also, we have yet to find out what was it that cut off communication with Varnhold. An attack, arcane magic, or some epidemic or plague. I would have gladly investigated the matter, but the current state of affairs dictates I'll refrain from dealing with this personally. Of course. Okay. Remember that annoying Magar Varn who couldn't stop pestering you? Seems like he grew tired of Aldori's leash, so he stopped answering the Sword Lord's letters. But Varn alone wouldn't raise so much concern, according to the letter. The settlement itself seems to have vanished. Jamandi Aldori expects your help with this matter, for she knows of your good relations with Magar. She asks you to go to Varnhold and find out why they have fallen silent. Why would the Sword Lord care about Varnhold? Jamandi Aldori seeks allies with anyone who has proven to be trustworthy, even if only a little. Considering that Varnhold is the closest thing to an outpost on the east edge of the River Kingdoms, it's also useful to her in keeping an eye on Dunsword and the surrounding areas. What do we know of Varnhold? The barony is much like your own. It was also established by a mercenary, Magar Varn. He got his title at the same event you did. Magar Varn is third or fourth son in the family, so he couldn't claim his father's inheritance. Looks like he hoped to establish a settlement of his own and gain wealth and prosperity that way. What do you think has happened to Varnhold? Alright, a rebellion? But if that were the case, there would be refugees. Whatever happened there, it must have been sudden indeed. Perhaps a bandit attack, barbarians, a plague. Whatever it was, no one outside Varnhold seems to know what happened. Maybe Varn simply decided to stop dealing with Restov. Judging by Aldori's letter, the silence doesn't seem voluntary. Otherwise, at least one person would have reached a neighbor and spoken about what had happened there. Varnhold isn't far off. We should find out what happened there before the same fate befalls us too. Then it's time to gather a party and head to Varnhold, Your Grace. Sarcastic, pompous shit. That is mean, Meerkat. That is absolutely mean. But I love it. That's actually really funny. I like that, Meerkat. Messenger from a distant village has arrived. Something strange is happening there. It would appear that some wizard is fooling around. The locals have never met any wizards, but one of them found a strange charm from the swamps not long ago. He showed it to the whole village and bragged of his luck. The lucky fellow now completely refuses to allow anyone to examine the charm, so no one has been able to discover it if it is the reason behind the disorder in the village. He is within his rights, he found it, and it's his property. Besides, the magical interference so far has been harmless. No one has yet been hurt. I think the locals are simply scared and nothing more. Let's not make something out of nothing. and leave the charm to the person who found it. Otherwise, we'll set an example for other squealers and be buried under an avalanche of anonymous letters. It's only one little trinket. What's the worst that could happen? Buy the charm and give it to the appraiser. Well, I suppose that's a reasonable solution. He would probably sell the charm anyway, so this will be a win-win solution. Who's this? It's Linji? Nope, Jubilost. Amazing! You managed to save your bounty from an invasion of monsters from the First World. But you were not able to protect it from the attention of the First World's most powerful denizens. Believe it or not, but Duchy of Merle has been chosen as the next location for the inconsequent debates. The inconsequent debates, what's that? A curious phenomenon that isn't very well known. They say it's based on a bet made by the rulers of the First World quite a long time ago. One day, one of them sent a delegation of Fae to Golarion. They announced where the competition would take place. Don't let the name fool you, it's anything but debates. The contests begin as soon as they have enough participants. The contests and the rewards are different every time, although every time is a stretch. Only 3 such occasions are known over thousands of years. Anyway, it happened again, and this time the reward is a chance to ask any question whatsoever of the host, the competition's mastermind. This creature, whoever it is, speaks on behalf of the eldest. Do you see why we can't miss such a chance? I don't. Tell me. Just think! We have an opportunity to ask a question of the host, the messenger of the self-appointed deities of the First World, and demand an answer. The gnomes originally ventured from the First World, lost their immortality because of it, and received our curse in exchange. The bleaching. No one has discovered the reasons for it, and none can stave off its consequences. But if we manage to win the competition... a lack of exposure to new and exciting experiences causes gnomes to slowly discolor. Interesting. A storm be brewing in your belly. I got food, so you may want to leave. Because I plan to eat. Do you know anything about these debates, or are we completely in the dark here? You never know what mad ideas the Fae might have cooked up. I only know one condition. Only teams of 3 are allowed to participate. What do you think we should take as our third? I think we should take Lindsay. Something tells me Fae are not likely to hold competitions in rope pulling or beer drinking, but the skills of a bard might come in handy. Besides, we should give the young lady a chance to channel some of that energy. Can participating in it be dangerous? Considering that the Fae are involved, absolutely. But if the chronicles are true, no one has died in any previous debate. We can't pass up such an opportunity. I agree. I agree to participate. Great! I'll mark the spot on the map where the competition will take place. The sooner we arrive there, the better. The Fae Lords won't wait forever. Time for me to check my quest log and see if they will wait forever. Hooray, we did it! Another attack has been repelled and the barony is stronger than ever. Your grateful subjects even brought you a gift to honor the outstanding success. Unfortunately, now is no time to rest. While everyone was preparing for the last attack, I was looking for a way to overcome the curse. I read some ancient books, talked to the locals, and then I had a word with our storyteller, and we decided that, well, he'll tell it better. I'm a keeper of stories, Your Grace, and I have amassed a respectable collection over my long time. There are, of course, stories of curses among them, ancient and dark, having taken thousands of lives, destroyed kingdoms, and brought down... Well, our curse isn't exactly a real curse. We think there's someone specific behind these attacks. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not a curse? Then what is it? If this isn't a curse, then what could it be? We don't know yet, but that part doesn't matter. What's important is that we're finally making real progress. I would imagine that the person behind these attacks is someone harboring great evil against you and your barony. I'll not be surprised if it's the same adversary who was behind the bloom. I agree. After the last attack, I got the feeling that the owlbears and manticores came here as revenge for what we did in the ever-blooming forest. What is this? What have you sent?
So what do you plan on doing about the jet problem in our community?
How about the settlement problem? Another settlement needs our help. I'll mark it on your map.
Fuck you!
That's a good one. I enjoy that, Meerkat. Whoever or whatever caused these attacks, I'm sure they will continue. We'll be ready to repel the next one. That's exactly what we'll do. Sooner or later, the villain will show himself. Once he slips up, we can finally punish him for all the trouble he caused. I didn't expect such vitriol from you, Lindsay. In any case, I would advise hearing this villain out before punishing him. We still have no idea why this unknown enemy is targeting us in particular. I'm sure we'll know our foe's face soon enough. We've repelled his attacks 3 times now. He must be reaching the limits of his patience. He won't get away with this forever.
This time, the disaster didn't hit us, but our neighbors. Varnhold, a small town east of our barony, had been deserted in an instant.
Here you go, Manu. Here's a french fry. Yeah, you like the french fry. Does Wiggles want a french fry? Yeah, Wiggles want a french fry. Coming to America, hippopotamus shit. What? Why are they more green? Like a good neighbor, storyteller is there. I don't believe so, Captain. You're busy, so you can't deal with that right now. Ooh, double movement speed and on mountainous terrain. This is really good. Please, please give me double speed on mountainous terrain. I hate it. I hate it. Would you rather deal with a Jehovah's Witness for a day or a Mormon for a day? German. Yeah. The thing is, they're both trying to convert you. So it doesn't matter which one you choose, they're both trying to convert you. So which would you rather deal with? I'm sorry, what? All I did was leave, and now I'm here. Oh, come on.
Where are you rushing off to, my hound? To face your own death?
What are you here? Going to try to kill me again?
Why am I here? Kill you? Not today. Believe it or not, but I came here without evil intentions. I've been watching you, my hound. You've escaped my trap. You've destroyed my beautiful Everbloom flower. Such a strong will to live in such a fragile, mortal creature. Once, long ago, it hurt me to see flowers being torn apart by the wind. But today I watch you thrashing like a moth caught in a spider web, and I cannot turn my eyes away.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right, Meerkat. If I'm a moth caught in a spider web, what then are you? The spider?
I am the web itself. The moment you took your first step on the road of the Stolen Lands, you fell under my power.
So you were the one behind the bloom. What have I, or my subjects, ever done to you?
There was a time when I used to ask myself the same question. What had I and my 1,000 breaths ever done to them? Why had I to endure this? You're wrong to think that your problems began with you. The ever-blooming flower was created long before your barony was founded. I prepared my weapon long in advance, having no idea what I would turn it against. Everything has a price. Thousands of lives must be turned to dust for a single act of forgiveness.
I visited the first world and learned something about you, and about your curse.
How? Though there's no point in asking. My untamed homeworld has many miracles to offer. One can never know what they will reveal, or to whom. So, what do you think of the proud, bitter, fallen nymph now, my hound?
Sounds like you're in trouble yourself. Stop trying to kill me and my subjects, and maybe I'll find a way to help you.
You want to aid the storm that strikes you and your lands? Hell, why? Though I do not want to know. You will help me either way, voluntarily or involuntarily, with your death.
Yeah, that's not part of the deal. How about telling me your real name?
Names can be weapons in capable hands. You've no need to know my name. No need.
Okay. The trouble in Varnhold, do you have something to do with it?
I can answer, but will you believe me? I have nothing to do with it. But I know who is responsible. I won't tell you, though. Run now towards your death, hound. Run, hound, run! I want to see you stumble.
Bitch. I will ask again. Why are you here? Give me an honest answer. Seems pointless to have a conversation of hints and hidden meanings.
Why shouldn't the mistress visit her pet? Farewell, my hound. You have no idea what powers you've awakened, and now you voluntarily rush into their jaws.
More fries for the doggos.
If you run your blade down their throats, I won't be disappointed. If you perish, I'll have forgotten you by dawn.
She loves me. Let me just pick one of these flowers and do the classic she loves me not. That would piss her off so fucking much. And if this were an actual D&D game, I would so do that. Just be like, oh, she loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. She loves me not. Flowers or G-spot? Oh no. This isn't what I wanted. I didn't want to sexually exploit her. More fries for your poppers?
There you go, you got it.
Wiggles missed the first bite on the fries. He was like, ah, ah, ah! Silly. Did I just teleport over here?
No stopping now.
One tick. Let me look at Jubilos's new quest. Yeah, where is this? What is the quest called? The Varnhold Vanishing? Or no, that, oh, there. He said only 3, so let's actually, re-enter here. And, shorten us down to 3. Can't be bothered to do the 50 points thing anymore. So, actually, let me make sure Lindsay's leveled up. Oh yeah, she's leveled up. Sweet! She's very well equipped. I think we're good.
Onwards.
Only 3. Only 3. Okay, so up this way we go. Doggos want more fries? Here you go. Let's say we try to avoid this one. Evade. Yes. Ah, we failed to sneak past them. Turn this shit off.
We won't falter! Forwards!
Yay. Anything else? I think we're good.
Arrest is in order.
These dogs are really wanting these French fries. Yep. Man periods are absolutely a thing. Okay, we can rest here. Oh, that's a really cool ability. Oh, I guess I still have to choose. Okay, there we go. Okay, Doggos. I'm gonna give you the last of these French fries. Because I know how much they mean to you. I know how much you like the French fry. Not that one. The crumbs go to me. Ow. A very pale gnome with dull, brittle hair is scribbling something busily on a small scroll, not looking up as you approach. Oh, here you are. No master. Go read the rules quickly. They're posted a little further along. The other teams already arrived a while ago. The host said we'll start as soon as you show up and read the rules. Of course, I'm famous enough for my admirers to follow my every move. But still, I'd like to know, how did you know we were coming? The host said so. Well, are you going to keep wasting time? Read the rules and we'll start. Temple Guard. Can't think of anything but tentacles. Oh. Fixing his glasses, Jubilos looks at the paper describing the rules. Well, let's see. I'll read out loud so that everyone can hear. Rules of the inconsequent debates. Year to be added later. I see the authors didn't overstrain themselves. So the rules. Item 1, obey the host in everything. Item 2, come in triplets. Item 3, no fighting, no killing each other, even temporarily. Even if you really want to, even if you apologize later. Item 4, the most important one, the participant must assume the shape of a giant frog. A frog? What does that have to do with anything? Are those the right rules for the competition? What irresponsible wordmonger what is this? Am I a frog? Examination offers nothing, just like anything else that involves the Fae. The rule scroll looks ordinary and suspicious at the same time. Damn it! Why must my perception suck? Yeah, no, I actually know about that. There's actually a surgery you can get in order to pull out a good, like, 2-3 inches from your, of your penis out. The thing about that, though, is that it does make it so, your penis cannot be supported. That, like, 3-4, that, like, 2-3 extra inches is to, its stabilization, its structure. I don't know what to believe. Maybe it's supposed to be like this. So we're just going to leave it as it is? I've got a better idea. Let Linji buy us some time. I'll talk to the other participants. Don't worry about that. I'll go run to the host and ask him a few questions for my book. It'll buy you some time. You start looking for whoever is responsible for this. Greetings. Are you participating in the debates too? Yes, participate. I participate. Amazing. We'll be competing against the inarticulate kin of unforgettable Tartuk. The kobold looks at Jubilus with interest. Huge frog, you speak? Can me mount you? I feed you ants, clean you skin. I am Ryder. In the list of all the job offers I've ever received, that will be honorably placed in the I'm ready to cry section. Why do you have those jaboas there? Faye say need 3. I know 3. I know friends. Wanted go very much. Caught this jump mice. Now we are the 3. Participate. It's like a spell was cast over my friend when he read the rules. Did anything like that happen to you? I don't read. Gnome help me. Read for me, aloud, but then scream. I scared. So what do you want to ask the host if you win? Dragon. How become dragon? Alright, I'll go. See you. That's the host, okay. Sim. Greetings, I'm Sir Alfrey, loyal follower of the Tentacles of Iomade. Knight Noble and Crusader from Mendev. Tentacles, oh yes. My knightly motto used to be courteous even in death, but I'm afraid it must now be changed to severing the tentacles of evil. In just a few phrases, he managed to pour more pomposity on us than I can manage in a week. Quite a talent. The tentacles of evil. And why is it that you want to change the motto, Cher? You see, upon my arrival, I immediately went to read the tentacles of the event, but Guile already had me in its tentacles. The rules were charmed, and everyone who read them must say tentacles every so often, which is happening to me just now. Tentacles. If it can't get rid of this affliction, at least tentacles! I can make it into my motto! Ain't that the truth, Cap? You tried to talk to the host about this. I did, in the name of tentacles! But Fae think that cheating within the rules is tentacles and perfectly appropriate. As a true knight, I must overcome these tentacles resolutely. Did you have any idea who could have done this to the rules? It was done by one of the participants who allowed their tentacles to guide their heart. Including you and me and my tentacles, 4 teams of 3 arrived. I swear by my tentacles, my service to the most honest Emade would never allow such tentacles. Nor would I suspect you and your outstanding companions, noble tentacles and all, look for the villain among the other 2 teams. So, you're a Mendevian Crusader? Truly spoken, I hope you have heard about our glorious tentacles. Our order fights demons fearlessly, preventing their tentacles from spreading across the world. You don't often meet an Aasimar in these lands. Aasimars are not so common in our tentacles. Celestials are known to aid Mendevian Crusaders in our war against the demons. Sometimes this camaraderie sparks a personal attraction. But just the presence of a holy celestial nearby can sometimes cause the birth of an Aasimar child. See? Easy as tentacles. Are you participating in the debate? I most certainly am by my tentacles. I've come here to carry out the will of my tentacles and set a good example for my tentacles. And possibly to find a new way to fight tentacles. That is, demons. If I win, the Fae might answer all my tentacles. I think I have to go. Before you leave, let me ask you, and in the name of tentacles, don't consider it idle curiosity. What need brought you to the tentacles debate? That would be me. I asked for the Baron's help in this in this endeavor because winning will let us ask what made the what caused the gnomes to leave the first world. For me, these tentacles are something more than mere scientific curiosity. I'm amazed at how inquisitive the tentacles of your mind are, sir. I'm amazed the first tentacles that I've ever talked to such a learned frog. Tentacles! Forgive me my ignorance, but it never ever crossed my feeble tentacle that there are educated ones among your race. For the love of Desna, I'm not a frog! Let it be known to you, sir, that you are speaking to Jubilos Northropple, well-known publicist and researcher. This shape but the consequence of such a silly prank. I'm a gnome, and this is why I'm participating in the debates, to learn how my race received the affliction called the bleaching, and discover a way to fight it. In that case, I wish our worthy rivals good tentacles in the name of truth, justice, and tentacles. Pale Gnome reads aloud enthusiastically. And the young wizard desperately thrashed about in his fetters, but all in vain. The shoots of the plants held him together. The nymph, cruel and beautiful, sneered at him, and immediately what? And immediately anything. Does this book ever end? I thought the wizard would die in the last chapter, while he was running from the horde of unicorns through fields of giant fly traps! Oh, like you understand anything about literature, you stupid toad! Oh, hello again, travelers. It seems I haven't introduced myself. I'm Nerd Zottenroppel, and these 2 idiots are my brothers, Zyar and Luar. So what did the nymph immediately do to the wizard? It's too much to tell. She keeps him hostage for another 4 chapters. I like it when it's more like real life. In this author's last book, he escaped from the evil wizard in 5 minutes. Ugh. Why are you calling those frogs your brothers? Ha 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 ha! These fools read the rules, and the rules are charmed! Anyone who reads them turns into a frog. So now I have 2 frog brothers. I guess I'll leave them as they are. When else will I ever have a chance to laugh so much? Why are they both frogs? Did they read them together? Yes! Nah. Shut up, Luar. Of course we did. We read them and we transformed. Now we're sitting and croaking. A little kobold shed one of you helped him read the rules. Yeah, that's true. But he was trying to read the frog rules. They're different on every pole. One turns you into a frog, another makes you say tentacles, and the third one makes you scream like crazy. Hilarious, right? Not remotely. You look pale. She looked She looks bleached. It's alright, I've got a fair bit of fight left in me. The Zottenruppels don't go down easy. My brothers and I lost our colors long ago, but death still hasn't taken us. Are you participating in the debate? Sure, although really, we're just here to see the show. We figured it would be fun, and we were right. You're confused, my French. If one of you read the rules for the kobold, why isn't one of you screaming? How is it that both your brothers were turned into frogs? If Nerd already saw what happened and knew the rules were charmed, then why did she tell us to read them? Do you suspect us of something? Why would we charm the rules and read them ourselves? Or make you read them and put a spell on you? Because you're gnomes. Only a gnome could think of playing a joke on everyone around, and then joyfully get caught in their own prank. You're far-sighted and loud-voiced. I like you. And Shiklele, did you charm the rules? Why are you picking on us? Our sister's the one who did it. Enough snitching, Luar. You're just jealous that it was Nerd who came up with the idea. And why did you do it? You're so boring. We wanted to, so we did. Just think how funny it will be. Debates where all the participants are screaming or talking about tentacles or just croaking. But we're honest players, so we charmed ourselves too. We wouldn't want an unfair advantage. Well, I say it's a fine prank. Let everything stay as it is. There you are. Glad I found you. I stalled for as long as I could, but now it's time to begin. Let's go quickly. This is gonna be great. The hooded creature looks mundane, but after looking for a time, one might notice the figure's contours tremble and flow as in a haze. Welcome to the inconsequent debates. You can call us the host. We are the reason for all that happens here today. You've read the rules, have you not? Not that there is anything useful in them. We only made up the real rules the day after tomorrow, then forgot them and had to make new ones. So it's simple. You want as your reward for us to answer a question. So the competition will involve answering questions. We ask and one in each triplet answers, and always the same. The other can only prompt. Let's see. It will be you, little kobold. You, Sir Alfei. You, Nerd. And you, Bartleby Blackfoot. Remember one thing here at the Inconsequent Debates. There are no right or wrong answers. Every answer has weight, and each will be weighed. Don't choose the lightest one. Your rival might find a heavier argument, and most importantly, light answers are no fun for us. Why are you referring to yourself in plural, host? You hear laughter emerge from under the hood. You know very well you've met us, Bartleby Blackfoot. But it was a different us at a different time. For now be satiated, or satisfied, that we do not wish to disclose ourselves. Tell us, why do you, creatures from the first world, need to organize all this? Win the competition and ask. Those are the rules of the game, right? Hell no, we are not wasting a precious question to discover the motives of the Fae and their lords. I don't have the imagination to think how absurd and silly their answers might be. Let's begin. Begins! We are ready, despite the tentacles! Alright, let's see how tough they have it in the first world. Some of you look so serious. Let's will begin with a question about weighty matters. What can have a mountain? Jubalosh, Linji, what's your answer? Oh, I shouldn't have skipped my philosophy lessons at the academy. Such problems baffle me. It's not because I can't think of an answer, but because I think of thousands of them at once, and don't know where I can hide from them. Let's see. We are dealing with Fae and First World, and they told us clearly that trivial answers won't cut it. I think the good answer is its own will. In the First World, mountains often change position, and there's at least one that does it of its own free will. That's Ulyss, one of the Tane, the walking mountain. It's your own will. We heard you. What will the others say? What can move a mountain? Maybe dragon? Dragon can move mountains. Faith and divine intervention. Do you hear, my faithful tentacles? My faithful tentacles? Faith nourishes us. With devout faith in our tentacles, in a righteous cause, everything is within our tentacles. A teleportation spell. I could probably manage moving a hill or two. In fact, that gives me an idea. We have heard you. Now you hear us. Of course, gods and magic can move mountains, but that answer is good for any question. How can one jump over the house? Magic. How to paint a fence yellow using blue paint? Divine intervention. Such light answers are the weakest. A good answer is its own will. Will and desire lie at the base of all our motions, actions, and decisions. If a mountain has a will, it will surely find a way to move. That was an interesting round. Let the next question be heard. What weakens when owned by many and dies if owned by none? I need more emphasis on tentacles. Yeah, you're right. Lost. What? I'm sorry, I got distracted. Those mosquitoes are so delicious. Demons, take those mosquitoes. I'll go mad in this shape. So the answer, I think it's glory? It can't belong to many, otherwise the value of each is diminished. It's a secret. A secret. I don't know this. Maybe it's dragon? Oh, he's about to cry. Oh. It's the knight's heart. I swear by my tentacles, it can't belong to himself or to his righteous cause or to his greatest tentacles. It can't belong to everybody. Fjord, look how I can roll my eyes. Fools concentrate on the competition. This won't do. We won't accept the answer from the Zoltan-Ruppel triplet this round, but you are a spectacular eye roller. Now, as far as the other answers, the heart is not the best answer, even among knights. There are many whose hearts belong to beautiful women and beloved mother, plus their friends, the commander, their righteous cause, and a delicious lunch. Especially a delicious lunch, and it doesn't seem that those hearts that belong to many grow any weaker. A secret is a good answer. The more souls know it, the less mysterious it is, but without a single bearer, it will die. Your triplet wins this round, Baron. Hear the third question. Each of us is born at the same time with a monster. Each day we live, it grows. It can torment, bring us joy, or kill without a single wound. What is it? What do you say, Jubilost? Considering the question is asked by a representative of the Fae, the answer could be anything from singing to the love of pastries. But let's think logically. The last part of the riddle can easily be ignored because just about anything in the world can aid or ruin you depending on the circumstances. What's important is that the riddle clearly points to some quality of property of a living creature, something that is born with us. Another point, it grows. I would say knowledge. Each new day brings something new, so our knowledge of ourselves and the world keeps growing. For some, though, this process is ridiculously slow. He says knowledge, but I could say memory. Yeah, I think a memory could... Yeah, a memory could torment or bring us joy. Or kill... He said, Jubilos is thinking we can just ignore the last part, but I don't believe that's true. Unless knowledge comes sometime after it's born. Kill without a single wound. Yeah, I go with memory. It's memory. We have heard you. What will the others say? What is the monster? Maybe it's... dragon? It's curiosity. It is born with us, it grows day by day, it saves us from the bleaching, and if you only knew how many it's killed. I don't know if the answer will do, but the greatest tentacles is the one that lives inside us. We grow a tentacles beast in our soul. We feed it with wrath, neglect, and tentacles. Eventually it could break free and kill us. But tentacles must admit, the same beast gives strength to villains and tentacles. The poison we feed our monsters only nourishes them. Interesting answer. Except for the dragon. The dragon doesn't count. Alas, curiosity is also insufficient. The monster we describe must, by its own nature, grow. Many see their curiosity dim over the years. Memory is a good answer. We also like the idea of the inner beast inside each of us. Both of these answers are sadly light, but we are ready to accept them. For this round, we shall have two half-winners. The triplet of Sir Alfred and the triplet of the Baron. One final trial and we will sum up the results. I grow tired of questions. Do you know the game Knight Dragon Snag? The knight defeats the dragon burns the snag, but if the knight walks in the woods, he will stumble on the snag and die. That's why the snag defeats the knight. Children's games. Great. These are the inconsequent debates. Why not play a game? So you break up into pairs and yell out your chosen word at the signal. The one who shouts knight defeats the one who shouts dragon. The one who shouts dragon defeats the one that shouts snag. And snag defeats knight. We'll play Sir Alfie against the kobold. And Nerd Xanthropple against the Baron. Or Zotenropple against the Baron. The winners will then play each other. Is the first pair ready? Yell on 3. 1, 2, 3. Knight! Dragon! This was all too predictable, but charming in a way. It's a good thing we didn't look ahead. It's much more fun to see it unfold like this. Sir Alfie wins. Now for the second pair. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. They're gonna choose snag. Dragon! Dragon! Ooh, we both shout dragon. Nerd shouts, performing a spot-on impersonation of the dragon. Then, or of the kobold, then falls over laughing. Looks like his own amusement is more important to her than the competition. A tie. Let's go again. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Dragon! Snag! Ah, damn it. I meant to cheat, but didn't have time to think of how. Dragon one! Yeah! I want this kobold to be a companion. I like him. So the Baron wins. Now the winner against the winner. The Baron against the Knight. 1, 2, they're gonna yell tentacles, I bet. Snag! Tentacles! Realizing how their spell has worked, Nerd and her brother start roaring with laughter, something sniffling with delight. The host makes a helpless gesture. We cannot but pronounce the Baron the winner of this round. And now, it's time. Time to announce the winner of the debates. After 4 tests, the triplet of the Baron and Sir Jubilost wins. It was most amusing, children. Most amusing. You should know that this is a rare praise from us. Congratulations, sirs and ladies. I swear by my tentacles, it was a worthy struggle. Your triplet performed better than we could have imagined. For that reason, you may ask us not 1, and not 2, but 3 questions. They must be asked by the Baron, the voice of your triplet. Bumblebee Blackfoot, do you remember the fate of the he suddenly stops talking. He opens and closes his mouth, but makes not a sound. Have a silent spell, mate. I love it. Now, what's he going to do? Come, brothers, let's run! Now everything is in your hands, Bumblebee Blackfoot. Think well upon your question. We will answer honestly. But I don't know is also an honest answer. Ask about what a host from the first world might know. Any good suggestions for a good pet name? Pet name? I want to know why the gnomes left the first world. There's the question. We knew it would be asked, but a simple answer, a light answer, has no value, right? We hope our debates convinced you of this. This is why we present you another answer, a good one, a valuable one. Hey, it's Sunnif, but now in the form of Fail Fink. How's it going, my dude? What's up? Numbers will help you on your way. One of them is 5th in 10. It will be easy to find if you read who opened the road for the ancient dead man and his black-feathered messenger. Who opened the road for the ancient dead man and his black-feathered messenger. The second is 12 times in a dozen and is thrice the number of those who lost their faces. Don't try to guess it now. It's not yet time. Wait until he who is born twice will twice be defeated. Put the 2 numbers together when the moon leaves her path. Near the waters of the Candlemere, find the one who will open the secret. A heap of senseless mumble instead of a... First walk the road, then you may accuse us of being senseless. But in the end, you won't. Our last question is going to be the good pet names. I want you to know about this affliction, the bloom, that fell on my barony. You're curious of the host? Ooh. Yeah, because we know about the bloom. We know how it fell on our barony. We know the fucking evils that are going on. Whatever. I want you to know why you organized all this, host. We were bored. That's the fate for you. Try living multiple eternities like us. Your views on entertainment might change radically. I love this guy. Okay. Now for some good pet names. Any suggestions for a good pet name? The host laughs. Your children can be so funny. A pet name, you say? If it's a horse, call it Herring. Always give your horse a fish name. That was your final question. We have the answer, and yet we don't. But what an adventure! Bartleby Blackfoot, we'll have to discuss this further on our return to the capital. Farewell, Bartleby Blackfoot. Ah, we almost forgot. You little creature, you didn't win, but you managed to make us laugh. Do you want to come with us? No promises you'll turn into a dragon, but still. The kobold jumps from joy, then carefully asks, pointing at its jerboas, "Take my friends? Yes?" Alright, fine. Listen all, the inconsequent debates are now closed. We spare all of you the effects of the Zottenroppel tricks and bid you farewell. I had a happy ending all along.
It is done.
I'm glad that the, I have to talk to them. Oh, is that funny? Honestly, that is some, like, I don't know how to put it. That was just funny writing. So I figured it would be a good idea to change my name to my professional nom de jour. No, that's fair. That's probably a good idea, Failfink. AKA Son Nif, AKA Hot Daddy 2467 on Tinder. Ha, got him. It was... I like the kobold. I'm glad the kobold got to go into paradise. Or whatever. Oh, hey, wonderful. I can just switch out for whoever I want. Let's go ahead and do that. Name your horse Herring. Always give your pet's fish names. I love that. Why did you do all this? I was bored. It's like, fair. Very fair. You win this round. Okay. It's 1:11 a.m. I do have classes tomorrow morning. So we'll find out what happened in Varnhold tomorrow. Because I should probably... Yeah, no. I should be responsible, I guess. That is also a good end to stream, so yeah. We'll go ahead and end stream there. Sorry you showed up near the end, Failfink. How did you know? I know all. Yeah, that's, Oh my god, there's a fucking strobe light show going on the front page of Twitch. My god. You wish you could feature a clip for that? Nah, you'll just... Nah. I mean, the good news is I do upload these to YouTube. It just takes a little bit sometimes. So eventually this will be on YouTube, and then you could be like, let me just download the VOD, and then I can just clip that part. But yeah, let me... Yeah, I was thinking Tolo as well. Gigi Vexy is on. She's doing Bug Snacks. I'm not a big fan of Bug Snacks, though. Yeah, and Tolo's doing that fucking cringy... Tolo's doing that cringy New Vegas mod that you guys were telling me about, right? Frontier. So there's that. Tolo then. Yeah, again, I checked out when he talked to the fucking lizard thing, and it was like, oh, that's a little species. I was like, oh my god. I'm checking out of this stream. Okay, so let's go to Tolo. Everyone go over there and lick all over the place. It'll be a wonderful time. So yeah. It's gonna be a small wade. So yeah, thank you all so much for stopping by. It was nice having y'all. Remember, do not text and drive. Do not drink and drive. 10-2 people, 10 and 2, and happy days and sunshine. If you are heading to bed, pleasant dreams and all that. I hope to see you all later. Until then, have a wonderful night. Take care of yourselves, okay? Bye-bye. I'll be back on tomorrow with more of this.